Welcome to TROLLTUNGA!
We are Julia and Sven with our dog Felix and currently travel across Norway in a rented camper van. In this week's video we'll go on the most challenging hike of the country. So join us in finding out if the 12-hour hike will be worth the effort or if it's better to just skip the hike altogether.
Good morning! It's very early, even though it looks like it's like in the middle of the day, but it's 5 a.m. and we are off to a very special hike today. It takes very long, that's why we got up that early.
We are starting so early because the hike is supposed to take between 10 to 12 hours, which is crazy. I think in total it will be 28 kilometers or something like that. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest.
So for this hike there are actually 3 parking spaces where you can start the hike, P1, 2 and 3, and this road right here is so narrow that those big camper vans are not even allowed to take it. So we are going to P2 and from there on it will be a round trip of around 28 kilometers. If we would go to P3 it would be around 20 kilometers, I think. We would save up a lot of walkway, but we are not allowed to drive there because only cars that have maximum height of 2 meters are allowed. We are over 2 meters, unfortunately, so we have to walk a little further today.
Quick breakfast before we leave.
We took the shuttle bus to drive the first third of the hiking trail, I think around 5 kilometers, a little less. Very steep up that hill, and it was very convenient and a rather spontaneous decision, but I think it was the right decision because I think we just skipped the most exhausting part of the whole trail. I think it costs 300 for the both of us for one way, so that's 25 euros. Going back down, we'll probably take the shuttle bus again, I guess.
The trail is marked with these poles, so it's quite easy to follow.
So far this hike is just so beautiful and the weather couldn't be better. We're so lucky.
The first part after the road is pretty steep, just climbing up some stone steps.
But it's beautiful. Next up is climbing up a snow mountain. I think Felix will love it. So the last kilometers were mostly flat. Maybe a little bit up and downhill like that, and also a lot of snow like that. I think we're walking for around 10 kilometers now, so we have to keep walking for 2 more kilometers.
Let's go!
Okay.
Almost there! I prepared that in advance, and it was very necessary because Sven was already very big. The hike itself to get here wasn't even that hard, just long, but the amount of people is crazy. There are so many, so if you ever come here, it's probably best to sleep in a tent so you can watch the sunrise or sunset, because doing it all very early in the morning or late at night is probably, it's too long for that, I think. Well, going down was at some parts so much harder so far as going up, because in the meantime, from the sun, the snow is melting, so it's very slippery. We are so tired. We hiked back down, and afterwards we decided to drive a few more hours to get to another place, and on the way we had a free shower. It's just, I just can't believe it that you can have a free hot shower here. And now, I mean, look where we are. Is this even real?
Norway is not real. I'm speechless.
But we need to sleep now.
Good night. This morning we had a very slow morning because we were just so exhausted from yesterday's hike, and we decided to open up our panoramic roof for the very first time. I think it was a great decision. I mean, look at that view. Isn't that like unreal?
Traffic jam in Norway.
Here in Norway, it's very common to meet up some animals on the streets, like for example sheep or reindeers if you are going up north, because the people that own those animals, like the shepherds for example, they leave out their sheep during summertime and they just let them run freely, and it's the same case for the reindeer. And during summer they just run around like they want to, and once the summer is over, the shepherds and the reindeer herders, they collect their animals again to bring them back into the shelters, because they all have some GPS trackers. I mean, it's a very nice way to live, but it's also kind of funny to see those sheep and reindeer running around and causing traffic jams.
I just did some meal prep for the next 2 mornings. I also love to do this at home, but on the road it's even more convenient. Breakfast is ready.
Oh my days. This looks delicious. Thank you. This viewpoint, probably all the people go that cannot do those hard and exhausting hikes.
Yeah.
That's what I guess. That's why there are so many people.
Our plan for today is to travel further up north. Here in Norway you can say everything takes the double amount of time because you can't really drive fast. So for 100 kilometers you probably need 2 hours, I would say. Yeah, but it's really fun because everything just looks so stunning along the way and it's so nice to drive. The only thing we don't like is that many roads are very narrow, and right now there are so many camper vans driving around, I mean these big ones, and we already saw some crashing into each other, so they're just too big for the streets, and the mirrors of the sides of the cars fell off. Yeah, so we are always very, very careful and drive super slow, which makes everything even slower. So on the ferries there are different systems.
Usually the people, like those employees, they photograph the number plates, and then after some weeks you get a letter where you have to pay all of the toll fees and also the ferry fees. But on the last ferry and on this ferry we have to pay immediately. They also took the number plates and then I paid it with my phone onto his phone. Crossing this fjord is €7.50, so it's okay.
Isn't this the perfect little picnic spot? So cool! We parked right next to a little house at the fjord. This is amazing!
And the food we're having is just a very quick lunch. It's actually canned food we brought from Germany.
It's a lentil one pot.
Stew, yeah.
I like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
This region here around a town called Stryn is just so extremely beautiful. I just flew the drone. You will see what the drone saw now.
So far we've done lots of driving in Norway already, and today was my absolute favorite drive. It was just so beautiful the whole time. We started in Stein and are now in Stryn. Have a little bit more to go. Wow, the sun is shining. I think this is also not very typical for Norway. I don't know, but we are just so lucky with the weather. I think I said that again, but I will say it again and again. How beautiful is this spot? I can't believe it.
It's actually the harbor here, right next to the ferry.
We actually want to go to the other side of the fjord. There's a very special place right over there, and you can only get there by ferry, and the last ferry for today already left. That's why we have to sleep right here and get the very first ferry right tomorrow in the morning.
We will eat a little salad now, and tomorrow we will take you on the other side of the river. Good morning! Isn't this view simply the best?
Ready to take the ferry. Let's go.
The reason we took this ferry is this beautiful swing. And when you swing there, it looks like you are flying. It's absolutely beautiful. And I will go on with Felix. How to install a hammock on a tree. We have no idea.
Looks secure.
Looks secure. We also got an instruction here, but we didn't read it. Who else is also the type of person who first tries out the things, then not really knowing how to do it and reading the instruction only afterwards just to find out that you did it wrong. This describes me perfectly. Maybe we will fall down, maybe not. We will find out soon.
It will be safe and secure.
Okay guys, that's it for this video. The second part of our Norway trip, and there are many more to come.
Exactly, we hope you liked the video, and as always, please give it a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So,
sorry for the car traffic in the background.
we'll see you again next week.
Bye bye!
Ciao ciao!